What is going on, everybody? McLaren Speech World Champion coming at you. We're back on RP Law. Same build. I've been having some fun with this build, so I want to dive into some more matches and stuff against kind of as many decks as I can find, and then I'll just kind of go from there and see how they all go and play around all that. But yeah, same sort of breakdown. We got the double fire fist, so we can make some little combos there. I got we have the 6 total here. We have the 2 Sanji, which again is kind of comfortable. I feel like you can swap this out if you want Otama, go for it. And then yeah, I've been having a decent time. We got the double queen, which also again queen you could totally swap out here. Pretty much the cards I feel like in this one that you could easily swap out is play around with the Yanji numbers. I just like Yanji because he's gonna be at 6k, and just being able to attack 6k in the sort of against the removal decks is pretty good, I think, just for the aggression. And I mean, he is a blocker, so against yellow he's kind of like versatile. So against like Sakazuki, Moria, Perona, he's you're using him as a 6k attacker. But then against yellow, he's the blocker. So against Yamato, Katakuri, NL, he's then at the 6k for you. So when they drop like any big cards, you're able to block out of the 5k leader attacks with them. So I like that. But again, it's sort of like a comfortability thing. Same with Kamazo. Kamazo's just good against the removal decks because of their stinky little search cards that they like to play. So if you're able to get this guy out, you can, especially against Sakazuki, pop Tashigi, pop the brand new search, stuff like that, and like completely wipe their board so they can't hit you with any of those like Hound Blaze combos. But yeah, I feel like though any adjustments, the queens are sort of situational. If you want 2 queens, I know this card is like crazy expensive still, so if you don't have 2 queens, feel free to put in I feel like the 2 like blocker laws. If you want to run more blocker laws too, you can mess around with these numbers here. Like all of these cards right here, the 2 queens, 4 Kamazos, 2 Sanjis, and 3 Yanjis. I feel like you can definitely mess around with the numbers and everything to like whatever you have and like your comfortability and stuff. Because if you're playing against a lot of green and yellow, then I feel like the blocker law is kind of good then. Because especially against Yamato, that's like the Fortress Yamato, who's going to try to just build up all the cards in their hand. Being able to delete cards from your opponent's hand is really big. Pretty much that's all the green decks. Like if you're playing against a green film Uta, being able to do that as well with the blocker law is super strong. So those are the cards I feel like you could definitely play around with. But besides that, for me, everything else, and then I guess the 2 Fire Fists as well. If you are mostly playing against the yellow and stuff, you don't super need the 2 of these. But for me, the rest of the cards, how they are, I feel like is like the core that I'll be pretty much running with in most of my builds and like my personal stuff. So 4 Beppo, 4 the boys, 4 Ain, Ray, Zoro, and then you can play around with these numbers a little bit as well. Like if you want to run the full on Gordon and Max, you can do that. But I feel like 3 and 3 is I guess 6 total. But also Gordon is a lot of money and stuff as well. So if you don't have the Gordons, get 4 Maxes, because Max is pretty cheap, and if you can get like 2 Gordons, go for it. And then same with the promo law. Promo law is super expensive right now too. That's like the biggest issue where we are right now in like this current spot is just a couple of the cards like Gordon and Law, like these the dang promo film cards are pretty pricey, and we're just in like that weird spot before we get to the EB01 where we get like the Kid and Killer Bon Clay, which will definitely open up even more options for you. But yeah, for right now for me, these are kind of the ratios. Again, if you don't have the Gordons already, just get 4 Maxes and you should be able to do okay, especially if you just want to try the deck out. And then again, yeah, all the other stuff depending on again what you are facing in your environment, I think is one of the other most important things. Like the most important thing in Law when building this deck is getting like the time and figuring out how you want to play it, whether it's like super aggressive or it's like control, whatever. And then besides that, analyzing the decks you're going to be playing against regularly. So whether it's at like your locals or against their friends, whether they're doing, if you're facing mostly the removal decks, then you can build around those. And then if you're facing mostly yellow and stuff like that, you can build around that as well. And you can just make the tweaks. Because if you're playing like almost all yellow and barely any like removal decks, you could definitely drop Kamazo down. And especially if you're playing a bunch of NL, you can buff Sanchi up if you want to. Or just like switch anything out. Because against yellow, the 5/6Ks are pretty decent, but they have Onami, the trigger Onami like reject, which just pops your 5 cost anyways. So you don't super need to have the queen in that matchup, I don't think. Just especially if you run Yanji, because you're kind of chilling. But yeah, it's pretty much just analyze kind of your environment, your situation, and just kind of make the little tweaks and stuff there. But yeah, I feel like overall, at least for me right now, for like the kind of like across the board coverage, I feel like this is the build. I feel like it's fairly kind of balanced against kind of any matchup. Like you can get what you need in any matchup and play around that. And I've just been having a lot of fun with it so far. So we'll see how things go though. I want to do this, and then we'll definitely jump back into Hollywood Law here next, because yeah, Hollywood Law is just a lot of fun to play. I love it, and I'll definitely jump more into some more Hollywood Law builds. But this is a fun little build. Again, just want to give as much kind of like variety and stuff of some matchups in this one as we can. So let's jump into some games and see what happens. All right, we got some Law v Law action. We'll see how this goes. We have Ray and we have a Zoro, so that's cool. And we have a Max. Okay, and we get Kid. All right. Well, the Law matchups are interesting because it's just a battle of attrition here. I feel like, I don't know, going second, I feel like is better if you, depending on what you're able to get. So we'll see what they do. They have the boys. Dang it, they do. They have the optimal strat. Not ideal for us. Okay, we get that. So I can, if I remove one, that leaves me with 4. I can go Ain into Zoro, I guess. Oh, not looking too grand here. All right, so they sack a Beppo. All right, so we'll do 1 Max onto this here. We'll throw down 8 of our own, so that'll put us down to 3. Put us down there. All right, we'll go 1, 2, 3. Dang, if I had the boys, we'd be chilling. Well, I'm at 3. They're at 4. I could make the Ray play here. Let's do that. Okay. So we'll do that. Give us the extra cards here. They're at 6. So if they drop Kid and have a Max or something, not ideal. Just because, yeah, they got like the perfect turn 2 kind of combo. Aid into the boys, I feel like, is just is really, really strong. Luckily, we do have 2 Zoros, so maybe we'll put some pressure on them. But we'll see. It's just gonna be tough. Here's where all the trades come in. Okay, and I'm gonna drop an 8 again. All right, so that's all right with us. And then they have 2, so they're attacking. All right, they don't have any cost. All right, cool. All right, sick. We're actually big chilling with that, because they're making a play not attacking, leaving 2 on the board. So I could, how do we want to go about this? I have the boys. I have a Gordon, so I can get rid of one of them. So let's just do that. So we'll get rid of 1. I could drop a Zoro here. All right, let's just let's go super aggressive, because we have another Zoro as well. So I'll attack him again. So they sack Kid. Okay, they're playing crazy. So them not dropping Kid is actually nuts. Like all right, that's super, super unexpected. I'm not gonna lie. All right, we'll attack him again. 5 on 5 there. Okay, and then yeah, let's drop. We'll drop Zoro. Attack him again. 6 on 5 with the rush blend. Alrighty, and then we'll use our stuff here. Get rid of that. Bring in the boys of our own there. And we have the Sanji 2K. I have Kamazo 2K. And then Kid of our own. So we have defense here. They're up to 9. So I don't know what they're going to be dropping. But if they don't have a Zoro of their own, they may be in trouble. That's crazy. I don't know. Them not playing Kid the second turn is nuts. They could have... I mean, would have gotten rid of it, but... Okay, now they play Kid. Interesting. Into a Gordon. Alright. So I'll leave him with 4. So I get rid of this. Again, I just got to protect board here. And we can go for a bunch of stuff, really. Because they're at 6. I'm at 4. So they're bringing in the Shiraya. Alright. Now I guess we'll see what they do. Because I could go 2-1, 2-1 if we want to go for the game next turn. They only have 3 cards in hand. If they did 2 7s. Because I can get rid of... Actually, I can KO Shiraya. Dang, if we draw a Gordon or something... Because with Fire Fist, we can KO Shiraya. With because he's at 4. So they're doing... Alright, you know what? Let's make the play. Let's go for it. They have 2, so if they attack another 7, I'll go 2 and 1. Then we do that. Okay, never mind. They hit the Fire Fist. Okay, well, can't do anything about that. So I mean that works. Gets rid of 1 there. How do we want to go about this then? So I'm at 6. They're at 7. I could drop Ray. They have 2, or I could just play the board here as well. I could just pick everything apart and make them sack this stuff. Because I have the 2, so I could pop this just off the rip here with Fire Fist. Get rid of that, and then we could attack this. And then still go for game, potentially, as well. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, this, and get rid of that with Fire Fist of our own. And so we have that. And then... Yeah, I'll attack this 5 on 5. And then we'll see what they do. So they sack that. Okay. Well, they use Kid. Interesting. Well, let me attack this 7 on 5. We get rid of that. And then, well, what we could do here is, well, I could attack them. Alright, well, let's see what they do here. Okay, so they sack that, which is fine. So I could make the play here then. We'll go 1, 2, 3. We'll bring in Zoro. And then if they don't have a 2K, this guy's gone. Alright, so there we go with that. And then I have a 2K, and a 1. Play some, they only have 2 cards in hand. So they drop Law. Alright. They bring in something. So they're attacking me. Okay, well. Oh, alright. Well, there goes that. I can't do the little breakdown because they insta-quit. But, yeah, there's the mirror matchup with what we got to do. We kind of had a good setup, getting again the Ray and then the Zoro and stuff. It's just yeah. I was surprised they didn't play Kid though. They had like the perfect opening. If you go second in the mirror and are able to go Ain to the boys, that's literally like the dream, because then you're gonna be at 6, because then you could drop a Kid and stuff like that. Obviously, it's like in the range and everything, but yeah, I feel like it's still the most optimal, because Kid gives you the active down back, so then you're able to attack your opponent 4 more. And they just made like, I guess they ended up with saying they wanted to do Ain, but they could have dropped Kid, brought Ain in, and still been like decent with Don. But yeah, they went for a different route of that, and it didn't work out for them. Luckily for us, obviously a thing in that matchup as well in the mirror. If you're able to hand solve your opponent, you're gonna be big chillin'. Because there's not a whole lot they can do, especially if you win the situation we were in with trying to bait them out. So basically, why I swung for the 5 and stuff, and then they did use Kid to block, was I was just going to try to go super hand starve, because then being able to attack everything like that and how we did it, if we would have got down everything in hand with the stuff I had in my hand with the 2Ks, knowing I would be able to like block some stuff, and that we still had like Zoro to be able to make sure we KO something, which is was pretty massive. Luckily, they didn't have another 2K at the end there. Still, I don't think it would have mattered because they didn't have anything else in their hand, but because they just dropped the promo law to get one thing out and then attack us directly, which is pretty much a sign of desperation. I feel like is when it was over regardless, so they were just swinging for fun based on whatever else was in their hand. But yeah, I don't know. Mirror matchup always a bit tough, just because you have to be able to kind of make adjustments and everything, and then you just got to kind of hope you're. Luckily for also too, they had the Fire Fist, but they ran out. They didn't have the Gordon or Max, so we didn't have to face that. So that was pretty much a turning point. Because again, it's a removal deck in the mirror, so it's still the same thing, same game plan against like Sakazuki, Moria, Perona. You just get that one turn where they can't remove something on your field, and you're good. As long as you can sustain that though, and like the back and forth, that's where it gets kind of tough. But yeah, we'll take the mirror dub. All right, we got some Whitebeard action. We'll see how this goes. We got Shiraya, so we can drop Shiraya, which would be pretty massive here. So they're leaving 1. All right, we will take that. We get Zoro, which is nice, and then they got Nami. All right, they grab the Rush Luffy, which is fine, but it is what it is. So now we'll attack them here, 6 on 6. Assume they'll block out of it. All right, yeah. So we'll throw down Shiraya and play a little slow, so that way I can drop Kid next turn, and we'll have two blockers up. Because yeah, Shiraya can block anything that their leader does, which is pretty large. 5 on 5. I guess I gotta take this because we have so many. I don't have I have 3 Zoros in hand. I just noticed that. That's not ideal. Alright, so we'll do that, and then I'll do this, I guess. These one with 4. We're dropping this guy. Interesting. So that puts me at 6. So I could get rid of this, which I probably should. Alright, get rid of that. Need to get rid of that. We need to pop, well, I guess pop this, which is a bit annoying, but I mean, it is what it is. So we'll deploy Kid. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Get rid of that. Probably should bring in, bring in Zoro, and then attack that 5 on 2. Alright. And then I'll attack them 6 on 6. Keep them a little bit honest here. Alright. So they're at 7. We know they have the Rush Luffy, so they drop that. Or they're going to drop Ace. Okay. Alright. And they're attacking me. Okay, we take this 1. But be a bit of an issue here because we know they have Rush Luffy. I got to keep both of these up. I can drop this down with Gordon. So we drop it down to 4. How do I want to go about this though? Because I need to keep 2K. We could bring in Yanji. So this is at 4. I guess let's just see what happens here. If I need to, I'll attack him with Kid. Because I want to get rid of both off the ability. Alright. So they do that. I'll attack him again, 6 on 4. See if they, what they do. So they get rid of that. Alright. I can bring in Zoro and attack them again, 6 on 4. So we'll do it again. Alright, so we got him there. I'll go 1, 2, 3, get rid of that. What do I want to do here? I guess bring in Ain. just so we can get things kind of have a shot here potentially. We'll see. All right, they dropped Nami. We know they have Rush Luffy. Okay, they got Sanji for 2K. Just depends on what they do. Because if they drop the Rush Luffy as 5, they'd have to put the other 2 on if they want to attack us directly. Alright, 6 on 5. We'll do that, and I'll do... I guess we'll do Beppo. I kind of want to keep Yanji. So he's at 6. So yeah, they're dropping this. They're attacking me 7 on 5. They're leaving 2. We'll block it. Alright. I got another Zoro. Okay, how do I go about this then? So they have 2, which could be 2 rad beams. And so let's just attack. I want to get rid of the rad beams and stuff if we can. The problem is we could technically leave this on the field, so that gets us Hanji, which is fine. Alright, so I'll attack him again. Because I do have the Zoro to bring in as well. Because I could do a Zoro, get rid of that, and then do another one. And so now we'll put them... Because if they take this... Actually, I could just potentially... Because they sack that. Okay, they only have 1 card. Alright, let's do that. Okay, so they take that. And drop Zoro. Put 1 on him. We'll attack him again. Alright, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3. Get rid of that. Bring in Zoro on top of Zoro. And then we'll just tag him again. Alright, there we go. So that works. Again, why Shiraya in Whitebeard matchup is pretty large and works there. This is just I mean, I don't know. We got all 4 Zoros. So I feel like that I don't know if that matters if anybody you're playing. 4 Zoros is nuts. Like, that's crazy. But yeah, just being able to launch a barrage of attacks and then Shiraya keeping us up and then going around the play there. I guess we could have taken it if we were committed to going for the game, but yeah, I guess they were just kind of bluffing. But even with them bluffing, I was intent to try to draw out the potential rad beams, guard points, or whatever, and go from there. Because as soon as I would have seen those, again, they only had 4 cards in hand, and I feel like against Whitebeard, that's part of the battle, is you get them down in cards in hand, and you can take them out. Okay, Katakuri action here. Let's see how this goes. Katakuri is, I mean, a bit tough, but just comes down to the life lottery, and that's it. That's pretty much what this all comes down to. So, interesting. In the early game, they're going for, alright, they know we got Zoro, so we'll take it. We get the boys again. I guess I'll go Beppo into the boys. We'll just attack them 5 on 5. Well, unless they get like a trigger right here, then I'll drop a Law, depending on what they got. Alright, the Sanji blocker. Honestly, we won't worry about that yet. We'll save this for this next turn. They discarded their counter card though for it. Interesting. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Katakuri is, I don't know, Katakuri's annoying to face just because again, it's just, it literally comes down to the life lottery. If they hit a bunch of life, you're gonna lose. If they don't, you're gonna beat them easily, and that's it. It's just again, I mean, it's all yellow, honestly. If yellow doesn't get any life triggers, they just auto lose. But we'll see how it goes. So they have 4, so they're attacking us 7 on 5. Yeah, I'll take that because we still need a. You get Gordon or Max, or they're playing reject. All right, interesting there. That kind of stinky. Okay, we got Shariah, which is large. I may drop Queen. Try to get something going because we have the boys again. But I guess we'll here. Let's attack first and see what happens. So again, if they get something crazy off the life, then we'll audible into this law. Unless it's like Kiku or something, then that'd be a problem. Okay, so they do that, which is fine. Let's drop Queen. Turn 1. Select 1 card to trash. Alright, who do I not need? I don't need this Queen. And then we'll use our ability. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Bring in the boys again there. Alright. So we're chilling off that. They're at 7. So have this. They kind of got to attack here. Depending on what they do, we may be able to block it though, because I do have the 2K here. Or they're just going to attack there with 1. To block it with, I kind of want to keep this, because I could now drop Kid next turn. So we'll do that. So 7, they're going to drop the, yeah, this one. Okay. Well, a bit annoying, but it is what it is. So that puts us at 5. Alright. Now we just gotta attack away. They only have 3 cards in hand. So we just gotta hope, see what life triggers and stuff they get here. So we'll attack them again. And then it's pretty much the same kind of thing. Okay, so they hit that, which is okay. Alright, I'll attack them with the Queen 6 on 5. Because now Queen puts it into a threat where they kind of need to attack Queen next turn. So they're only gonna be there. So they sack that, which is fine. How do I want to go about this then? I guess drop Kid. As I don't really have any other options. So yeah, we'll drop Kid because they got the stinky Capone. So we'll do that into Beppo there. All right. So that puts us at 4. We've got a full board of characters here. We do have our 2K. As well, they're at 9, so we'll see what they do. So we can potentially make some blockout plays, or they got another reject. All right, well, dude, I can't believe they were like, let's give this a yellow. That's nuts. So attacking Queen. How do I go about this? So 7 on 6. Yeah, let's do that, and then they have to use this to attack here. If they want to, so fine with that. Leaves them with 4. I mean, they got something silly. Oh, okay. We'll block that. It's because I have Gordon, and then they dropped the Kiku. Interesting. So what do I want to do here? They have 2 cards in hand. I could drop Gordon so we can make sure we get that. We could pop this and try to pop that. Maybe the play. So, but we may try to hit them with the reverse hand star. So I'm at 6. They're at 9. All right, let's attack them 5 and 5 here. Okay, so if I put all 5 on and attack this, we could do that. But I guess here, let's just see what happens. If they get any shenanigans with the life. Okay, they got something. Hit the Onami. Okay. I mean, low key though, I could try to sneak the game right here. They don't have any counter. Okay. Another Onami? Bruh. Nuts. But let's get rid of that. Bring in Zoro. The Zoro they gave us that they knew was coming. Attack him directly. 9 on 5. I'm assuming he's going to hit since they took the 5Ks earlier. And yeah, we got him. So there we go. There's beating Katakuri, even with them getting absolute shenanigan triggers there. But yeah, it's pretty much I don't know. I guess It's kind of like a weird spot. I can't believe that they they came up with reject along with like both of these cards, like for yellow as well. Onami getting banished and the trigger of KOing 5. Of course, it's 5 costs, and then they're like, here, let's do 5 costs again. And then if you're and just give you the option to also have the 10 bomb, part of the 10 bomb ability in there, to be able to just go for the game for just 4. So. That's it's crazy to me that they gave yellow. Well, I like if Onami is 4 cost, I'd be a little bit better for it, but the fact that it's 5 cost is nuts. And yeah, they hit the Capone on us, they hit 2 Namis on us, they hit Sanji on us, but we were able to withstand that luckily with everything and finishing them. They knew we had the Zoro, and yeah, nothing they could do about it. So we were able to drop Zoro on their forehead and take them out.
All right, we got Perona on the dreaded going first, so we'll see. They got to pick. See how this goes, what we can do here. So they throw down the Rosinante. I mean, we're just going to do a little 8K, pop them. All right, they sack that, which is kind of okay, not going to lie. I figured they would have taken it and kept that up so they could build the board, but see what else they got. So they're throwing down Perona. I got to select a card to trash. Well, that's a bit annoying. I guess we'll trash Kamazo here. So that puts us here. I could drop Kid, get Kid set up. Of course, I can't scoop that. We can go into the boys, and the next turn we can kind of tee off there. And so that's what we're going to try. We'll get Kid set up just because Kid is pretty annoying for them to have to deal with. And then either way, we can kind of. We have Max and stuff for next turn. So, alright, they're playing crazy aggressive. Alright, I'm assuming they must have, like, Dofi or something. Like, a couple of them for them to be stalling so much. But we'll see. They dropped the Kuzan. Okay, interesting. So, they attack 5 on 5. There's nothing I can do there. And then, oh, I can just block that. And then they have 2 as another Rosinante. Yeah. Okay. So how do I want to go about this? I have 7, so we got to get rid of this man. For sure. And then I could... Well, I'm at 7. They're at 6 is a problem. So I would have to drop Ain first. And then we'll bring in Ray after we scoop somebody out. So we'll do this. We'll throw it on the Kuzan there. Let's drop Ain down. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, scoop that, bring in Ray, get that. So Ray gives us a Zoro. So I attack this, like I could attack at 7. I'd assume they'd probably sack that. Or do I want to drop Zoro? I could attack it twice, which I think I'm going to do. I'm going to use like their play kind of against them here. Okay. So we'll do that, and then I'll throw Zoro down as well. I was going to try to, like, bait them out, but I'm assuming... Okay, never mind. They keep a... Alright. They're playing crazy defensive. Okay. Well, if they're only attacking 5, I'm going to block it easy right here. And then I'm going to be at 8 Don, so... I don't know. We got some options we can do. They have 8. Are they wanting to play, like, Moria or something? So, yeah, I'll just do that. Okay. Interesting. But into another Perona. Alright, we get another Kid. So how do I go about this? Because I could pop this. We got him down to 3 cards. We just have to deal with this. I could drop another Kid as well. Okay. So we'll just do that. Let's see what they do. Okay, so they take the hit there. So I drop Kid for 5. I can use my ability, just yeet one of those out of here. I kind of want to keep the board full, so I don't really need you bring anyone in. So we'll do that. And I'll go 1, 2, 3. We'll just get rid of that one. Not bring anyone in. That leaves us 5 because I want to tee off on them for a bunch here. So we'll attack him 6 on 5. And then we're going to do 2 7s. So we'll do 7 on 5. All right, they take that. And then we'll do another 7 on 5. All right, so we get them down to 2 there. See how this goes. Depends kind of what they have in hand, because they're at 10. So be a bit annoying on some stuff. I'll just block that again. I'm assuming they have the 10 Dofi, yeah. But with them attacking that, alright. Well, if they drop Dofi, then I can still... Okay, they drop a Ryuma. Alright, then go into a brand new. Grab Borsalino. Alright. So I get Gordon. So how do we want to go about this? Because I could get this guy out of here, and then we just tee off on them. Or do you want to get this out of here and just go for the game? Because I gotta drop Gordon and this, get this out, and then they only have 2, and we're gonna have a bunch of Don to kind of swing on them. So why not? We'll see what transpires here, I guess. I'll deploy this Zoro. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Get that out of here. Bring in Yanji as well. So that leaves me with what? 6 active Don. So we can tee off and attack them. Alright, well, let's start with a 7. And then I'll swing a bunch of 5s. And then we'll kind of adjust from there. Alright, attack him 5 again. Oh, okay. So I get some there. Attack him for... Alright, let's attack for 6. Okay, we got them right there. They're bricked in hand. Alright, they got the... Alright, they have the Zoro and the Dofi. I assume they had this because they were playing crazy defensive. I thought they were going to try to stall us out and hand starve us, but they were unable to because we got Ray. And yeah, that's all you kind of need there. And yeah, that also, I don't know, allowed us to play with around with so much Don. So attacking with so much is pretty cool. And yeah, we were just able to get the best out of them on that one. Definitely was a bit worried, but again, I think against Perona, it is super, super important. Even though they dropped their Perona, like, you just got to take the risk, I feel like. And if you can get your 5 cost set up, because it just puts them in a weird spot, because with their ability, they only can rest with 4 costs or give -1. So if they do not have like any other ways to do that, like any kind of cost reduction stuff, which I feel like in Perona they don't have a whole lot, which is where you can take advantage of it, because also too with them doing like Moria into like Ryuma and stuff like that, or like whoever, their 4 costs and 2 are more like blockers, and their blockers and stuff are free in range. The same with Borsalino, is what we are used to playing. So yeah, that was a good one. We obviously also we got 2 Zoros though, so I feel like you get multiple. We pretty much got like a perfect little sequence with getting Ray and then getting 2 Zoros to close things out, which is pretty much what you want. All right, some more Perona action hitting the grind here. We didn't get turn selection again, so we'll see how this one goes. Again, it is very tough to beat Perona when you're going first, just because of their like abilities and everything. So I could. No, we want to get kids set up, so we'll see what they do out of this. So we'll pop them 8 on 5. Alright, kind of the same sequence as, alright. So yeah, the reason why this is so tough is if you like drop anybody. Okay, they're putting down Kuzan. Yeah, let's take that. Dang, I don't have any cost reduction, which is a problemo. I feel like if I go into Kid, then they have Kuzan to attack next turn, which is a problem. But if I drop Kid into the boys, we get 1 back, still be able to attack them for 1, and then I may be able to at least block with Kid. Or do we play Queen and take the L? Yeah, let's do that. We gotta try to get something here. Okay, cool. We got a Gordon, which is massive. Guess we'll get rid of 1 Beppo there. And then I'm going to play, we're going to try something else. We're going to try something a little different here. Let's see what happens. Because I'm not going to use her ability. we'll play. I don't know. This is a different little strategy setup that I haven't been able to test like too much, because we're gonna go back to having 6. So they're attacking me 6 on 5. Well, I'll just do that and then do that. So we can block it. Probably should just sack this anyways, but we get to get them to bring this out, which I feel like is pretty good. And then they're attacking 5 on 5. We'll block it with Wasaji for now, because I can bottom deck this, and then we can attack this here, because we're at 6. So we'll deploy this onto that, and then gotta bottom deck this. Problem is with Kuzan sitting here, it's a bit of a issue, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. So we'll do this. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Bottom deck that. I'll bring in the boys to get us to 1 more. All right, and then we'll attack this 6 on 5. Assume they're gonna counter out of it. This is pretty strong ability, but okay. We get them sack 2 cards though from hand. That's kind of okay. So we'll see. They're at 8. Well, if they have Moria, they can't really play anything. So we'll see. Sort of the same thing going on. Well, if I sack that, they'll rest this and attack it for a bunch. So I'll just take the hit here. We get another Ain. Okay. Because now, if they have another like Ryuma, they'll KO that and not get both. So yeah, saw that coming. Leaves them with 3. Okay, well, see, I guess they may use this and then attack for 7. Alright, well, this would be a bit tough. Okay, cool. They whiffed on the search, which is pretty helpful. That's nice. Problem is I just don't have the cards I need right now. So we'll take... Okay, we got Zoro. Alright. Get another kid. So I need to be able to pop their field. I can scoop this. Then we need to attack this. So kid is 5. Leaves me a 3. And I'll get 1 back from kid. So I could bring in Zoro and then still drop Ain at the end to kind of super go for things. Alright, well, let's just attack this and see what happens. So they only have 2 cards in hand. Alright, so they take that, which is fine. Throw down another kid here. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3. We'll dispatch of that. And then bring in... Let's drop Ain, because we get the bonus one here. And then I'm going to put the pressure on them. We'll attack 5 on 5. And then I'll drop Zoro. And then we'll attack again. 6 on 5. Try to get things like within reach a little bit here. Because at the very least we gotta preserve our life a little bit with them needing to attack. But we'll see. So they're attacking 5 on 5. I'm going to block this because we're at 10. So I do have a 2K to potentially block this. Okay, if they drop Dofi, then we'll still have 2. So we're still kind of chilling. So they're attacking me. Okay, yeah, they're trying to drop Doflamingo. They're going to freeze this. Yeah. Alright, that's fine. Because we're still okay. Just need a big draw right here. If I get another kid or a queen. Okay, we get Yanji. So I gotta go Yanji and Shiraya here. Which is the main thing. I need to KO this. But that stinks because then they can get rid of... they'll be able to get rid of something. So if I attack this on 8 to KO it, they'll pop one of them. And then I attack them down, put both of these up. They can only... And then I can still bring in another Ain, potentially. So, alright. See what happens. So... Get 2 blockers. Dang, okay. Well, that's a bit annoying. Well, what if I... Well, I guess I kind of have to, yeah. And then we'll go with that and then just bring in Yanji anyways. Alright, so we'll try it again. So it doesn't really matter what they get rid of. So I'm going to be able to drop the 2 blockers, and then we just got to hope they don't have another 10 Dofi, and we're okay. Because if they do, then we're not okay. So we'll drop Shiraya, we'll go 1, 2, 3, and bring in Yanji, which gives us the 1 back. Gotta call it good there, because again, they can rest 1 with their ability. So I assume they'll rest this, and then they can attack. So we'll see what happens. This is where it gets tricky. If they have another Doflamingo, then I think it's GG's. Okay, they drop a... Alright, not GG's. We're okay. So, Rosinante, and then a Ryuma. I mean, that's kind of okay. Because this is their only blocker. So I'm going to be at 9, so we can get rid of him, and then still attack for a bunch. They're attacking me. And then they have 2 left. Well, how do I want to do this? Because they could just attack whatever. I'll just block this. And then it doesn't really matter who they attack with the Doflamingo. I have 2 cards in hand. Alright. They left 2 on the table there. So I do 3. Get rid of this. I can bring in Ray. And then if we get another Zoro, we have a chance. So we'll try it. 1, 2, 3. Get rid of that. Bring in Ray. Okay, we get Gordo, which doesn't super help in this situation. Because I would need to pop all these. So he's at 6, so 5, 5. And so we need basically some 6s to hit here. So we'll attack him 6 and 5. Okay, so they have that. Okay, so we'll attack him again 6 and 5. Okay, so what I could do here then is, can I get rid of this? That'll go down to 7. I could attack that once. And then attack this for 6 to get rid of both of them. The problem is, too, I need to keep a blocker up is my issue. Because I can't do... Dang it. So I could go 2-2. Yeah, I could get rid of this, but then I can't get rid of that and that. That's the issue. Of course, I have 2 2Ks. That's unfortunate. If I had another blocker, we'd be chilling. Alright, well. If I pop this, they can get rid of anything on the board, which is not ideal. And then the best I can do is get this down to 7 and pop it. I don't think I can, because they can just rest this, so it doesn't super matter. I think it's just GG's regardless there, so. Alright, well, we'll just attack this then. See what happens. So they got that, and then we'll deploy Gordon. Drop that down. Go with the 2. Attack that. And then, yeah, we gotta hope they misplay on that, I guess. Of course, they had 2 2Ks. They didn't have that, and then, well, I don't know. I guess I should have attacked for... I wouldn't have known, though. Because if they didn't have the 2Ks, we would have won. Those are like the wacky little judgment calls there, I think. So, yeah, can't do anything about this. There, and then, yeah, they just put the rest on here and attack. So, yeah, GG's on that. It was close. Definitely at the end there, I guess I could have changed things around, but they would have got 1 and 1, and with the 2 2Ks, it would have been tough to be able to, like, they would have been able to block regardless, is the issue there. But I guess the only other thing I could think of doing, well, I don't know, if I would have played for the board there, I would have had to play it drop queen, and that would have only left me the 1, so I wouldn't have been able to get rid of the Doflamingo anyways, and they could have just rested Yanji. So I think we're just in a tough spot. Need another. If we would have got another Zoro, I think we'd have been all right. This is what kind of hoping for, but yeah, no, them having just the perfect like double 2Ks is what Like, I guess I should attack for 7. But I didn't expect him to have 2Ks. Like, that was literally the perfect thing. Because if I would have, I guess we would have done 7. I'm assuming, well, if they would have blocked both, then we would have got the 1 and then the 1. So I guess I should have led with 7. Would have maybe worked out there. But I don't know, it still would have been super tough just because of, with everything. It would have been, I don't know. Yeah, instead of the 6s, I think 7s would have been smarter. Alright, with some Moria action. Okay, they dropped a Sentry. Okay, they got Absalom on deck already. Bit of an issue, but we'll see what else do they have in here. Okay, Absalom's the only one in there, so see what else they have in their hand, I guess. And so, okay. Trashing some more cards here. They're attacking us 6 on 5. That's fine. Alright, so how do we want to go about this? I guess we'll just lead with a... Alright, we'll attack 5 on 5. And then we'll have to try to get 2 cards out here. So they have Perona in there, and they're hitting the Great Eruption like that. Okay, I'll get rid of Shreya, I guess. That's an interesting one, I'm not gonna lie. Like, with them going for that. Alright. We could drop... Well, how do I want to go about this? I could... Because where they'll be at 5. That leaves me with 2. So they'd attack here and then here. Leaves me with 4. If I throw out Beppo. Alright, we're going to throw out Beppo for some Absalom bait here. And we'll see if we can pull it back. Because I have Max. And then we'll be at 6. So I could drop Kid and Max into the boys. So that's kind of my play here. But we'll see. Because they can use 2. They'll leave us with 2. So they could attack with brand new as well. But we'll see. I'll probably take the leader hit. And then, alright, they're attacking brand new. No. We'll get rid of... Well, I don't really want to get rid of anybody, so we'll just do that, I guess. Oh. Okay, so they don't... So they sacked the Great Eruption for that. Interesting. Alright. No. And then, I'll sack this law as well. There we go. So we get this back. So, I mean, that's pretty nice, because now I can do a bunch of stuff here. Tee off on them. So, let's deploy Kid. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3. Get rid of this guy. Bottom deck that. Bring in the boys there. Gives us back to 2. So then I can go... Is there at 5? Well, I'm at 6, so I guess it doesn't super matter. So we'll just attack that 5 on 2. Clear their board. No more shenanigans there. Then we'll attack them 7 on 5. Alright. So, very interesting. I was expecting them... I don't know why they used the trigger on this then if they didn't have a... I was totally expecting Beppo to be gone. So I guess we'll see what they do here. So they drop Hina. Okay, so now they're going to drop... now they're bringing in Absalom. So, attacking us, dropping Absalom. And then we'll have to, unfortunately, take this hit. Okay. And then attacking Beppo there. That's okay. Alright, so we get a Gordon. So I'm at 8, they're at 7. So that's the issue there. I need to do... So Max, minus this guy down to make sure, because they don't have another one in here, so we can get rid of him. And then I'll throw down Zoro here. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, get rid of this, bring in Ray. Gives us Kid for next turn. So that leaves me here. So we're gonna tee off on we'll do a 6, 6, and a 7. So we can either get rid of their 2Ks in hand, or they'll have to sacrifice some cards. Because if we get them down low enough, then we got a shot next turn. If they don't get a blocker. Okay, they take all their life there. Interesting. Alright. Well, we'll see how things play out. I do have a 2K and a 1. They were at under for the 5, so if they brought Perona back, then we're chilling. Where are we gonna be at? We're gonna be at 7. All right, and they quit. Interesting. All right, I guess they were just turbo bricked. Yeah, they had so many of this. I don't know. They made a very questionable play with that Great Eruption. I feel like I'd never see people activate the trigger with the Great Eruption, especially because I dropped Beppo because I thought, based on their trash with Absalom, we're just gonna get I didn't want to drop Kid and then get Kid nuked. But yeah, I don't know. That was an interesting one. They have all 4 of their 8 costs. So I mean, but if they would have dropped that, it wouldn't have really mattered if they brought back. It's based on they have a 2K and a 1, and then a 1 and a 1. So we would have been at 7. Well, it would have been close. Well, actually, I guess if I saved everything, because they would have had to attack, because they're at 9. So if they drop one of these, it'd be 8. That only leaves them 1. So I would have been able to block out of both of these. So never mind, we would have had them if they made that play. If they dropped a blocker, because we have 2K Gordon and a 1K to block. So yeah, that worked out for us, I guess. Interesting little strats there from them, but we'll take it. Alrighty, we get some more Moria action here. We got a interesting little hand. We don't have any ramp, so that's a bit of an issue. So we'll see how this goes, because I may have to play slow so we get kids set up. So we'll see what they hit, if they have anything. Alright, so they definitely have something. Alright, Perona. Alright, a bit annoying, but I mean, it is what it is. We'll get rid of Yanchi, I guess. Okay, we get the boys. Alright, that's actually pretty good. Well, how do I want to do this, though? Because, like, if I drop this, I can bottom like that. Could put the pressure on since they didn't get anything else, and the boys put us there. Then we could play Kid next turn. Either way. Alright. We're taking a little risk here. We'll do the promo law. Not seeing Absalom, so we'll try it. So we'll go 1, 2, 3 into the boys. If I didn't draw them, I would have waited a turn to get Kid set up, because I feel like you have to have some kind of ramp to be able to. You don't want to burn out against a lot of these decks and stuff, but get us down as well so we can pop Ray is what I like being able to do that as well. So we'll see. They have a hog back, so they bring that out. That's kind of okay. So we can take this again. All right, we get another promo law. All right, interesting. So they're dropping Kuzan. All right, well, Kuzan has got to go. We can't leave him out. So how do I want to go about this then? I guess we'll drop this to scoop this out. And here, let's just wear him out with a bunch of attacks then. And then I'll go into Ray at the end, which will be close. We'll be able to play Kid, but I don't want to get have him getting KO'd by Absalom if they're dropping him. So we'll do that. We're playing the long game here. We'll see how things go. So do this onto him again, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3 out of there into Ray. Give us 2 cards. All right, so we get Beppo. So we'll be at 4. I mean, the good news is if they have Absalom and Perona and stuff, we have another promo law, so they're all in range. But I think I'll try to play patient if we can. I can make a little bit of defense and stuff, but because they're at 7, so they can't drop their 8 cost yet. They don't have anything in the trash, so they'd have to be from their hand, or they'd have to hit here. But with them dropping the Kuzan, I'm hoping that means they don't have much there. They're attacking this. How would I block this? I'd go 1, 2, 3. If we did that to keep it up, it's a pretty risky play. So I'm gonna be at 4. You know what? Why not? Why not? Well, we're going for it. So Sabo, all right, that's fine. because I have 5 attackers on the board, we can just swing at them like crazy. Play a little patient. Because I could drop Zoro as well. And we just try to play their hand size and this. Trashing 2. Alright, and a Sindri. So we're still, things are still working out for us with that. I could drop Yanji. The problem is playing a bit fast here, so we'll see. But we're going for board aggression, so we're just going to go a bunch of 5Ks, try to get rid of stuff in their hand. I'm assuming they have like Moria or something. So we'll keep doing this. Alright, so there's the Absalom. So that's alright. We'll do another one. Alright, attack again. Okay, so they take that. So I could put one on, attack them here, and then bring in Zoro. Why not? Okay, so never mind. They take all of the life. Well, if I go 3, bring in Beppo, that puts me at 2 for next turn. This one just call it good there. Is there gonna be at 9? How to protect the board? Interesting. They don't have anything. Okay, well I guess that's why. They just had Ice Ages. So yeah, we knew they had the. Assume they had that. And then yeah, wow, that stinks for them. I mean, they could have brought in Absalom back. Then not a whole lot else. So we should have, yeah, we would have had him. Getting some good looks on against Moria. And then, yeah, so we'll take that. The Moria 8 cost, don't have to avoid that. I mean, even if they would have dropped that, they would have to play Borsellino. Or Rebecca, I guess. But if they did that, they don't really have too many other options of things they could have played. So, yeah, things looking good for us in another matchup. It's kind of the same thing. Obviously, a little risky play there, sacking 3 cards, but just wanted to be able to keep the absolute pressure on. And then, yeah, we had sort of the slow burn back to Kid. I feel like, well, based on how the game went, either would have worked then. Because unless they were holding on to the Absalom to try to draw out Kid, maybe. Or they were waiting for us to drop Kid or something. I don't know. I feel like they must have just gotten it because them not using it is pretty big. But yeah, again, though, against these guys, if they don't get multiple Absaloms, bottom deck this, and then their only other, like, cost KO really is, like, Robert. And they can't search for that, and if they trash him, then they only can bring it back with the 8 cost, potentially, but they'd have to be able to hit, like, a chain, and even with that, they only get rid of 1, so that's kind of like the dimensions whenever I play Moria of, I don't know, it's a cost removal deck. We just gotta get bodies on the board. Same thing, 2 a turn, and same as Takizuki, you just get the turn where they can't cost remove anything, and you can just kind of overwhelm them, because again, a lot of their key cards and stuff are just bricks in hand, so if you're able to keep all that pressure, you can kind of overcome them. It's just the problem, we just run into problems when they get multiple Absaloms in their trash, so they can keep doing it. Them being able to attack for like the, you know, minimum 6k, and then depending on how much they got, they can attack for more. It's a bit of an issue, but you only kind of run into that issue if they're able to recycle the Absaloms. And then if you don't see Absalom, I feel like if you bottom deck that Perona, that's kind of the only other card that's annoying to deal with, just because of hand size stuff. Alright, got some Yamato. We got an interesting hand here where we got Shiraya, we have Zoro, and 2 Sanjis. So we'll see how things go there. I may try my little strat of baiting them with the Zoro. So instead of dropping Shiraya right away. But we'll see. We get another Zoro. Okay. Alright, well, let's see how this game's going. So I guess we're just swinging with Zoros with just non-stop all of this. So let's throw down this Zoro. We'll attack him again. and we'll see what happens. Alright, so we'll end our turn there. Okay. So we'll see what they do. If they attack us, kind of okay with that because this crazy hand. And then we'll see. Alright, because if they leave Zoro. Okay, they're attacking Zoro. Alright, we're fine with that. So the slight diversion worked. Ooh, and we get the boys. So I could drop Zoro again, attack him. Leaves me with 2. So attack for a 7 at the end here. So we'll do that. Let's do it again. See what they do. Okay. Interesting. Alright, they get the Onami. That's a bit annoying, but alright. I'll attack him 7 on 5 now. I mean, I could bring in Zoro again and attack him. We'll go 1, 2, 3. No, we'll bring in the boys there, just so I can get enough here, and we'll see what they do. Because if they don't attack for all 11, if they attack for 8 or less, we can block it with the double Sanjis. So I don't know. They must be pretty bricked up if they're taking their life, unless this is like Fortress, I guess. Oh, I guess it is, because yeah, I didn't see this. So. Well, we'll see what they do. If they attack for 11, it hits, but then we get to blast them down next turn. Oh. Okay. Well, never mind. Well, if they attack for... Ooh, what should I do here? Yeah, we'll take it. Okay, cool. I get a kid. Alright. Of course we draw 1. So that gets him down to 1. I could go for the game here. Honestly, I could drop Zoro for 3. And then we attack a bunch. Well, here, we'll just see what happens with this. Because next turn, they're going to have 8. So they're going to drop... They want to drop the kid. Which, so we see what happens there. Alright, so with them blocking that, we're just gonna drop we'll drop kid here, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3. We'll bring in Shiraya. That gives me 1. Yeah, and then we'll attack them. 6 on 5. Keep this going, because again, with if they attack with Yamato next turn, I can just block with one of these, and then this will put us at a little bit there. Okay, the Punk Gibson, interesting. Well, I mean, if they have Fortress Kid, if they drop Kid, I can keep again since we have another blocker. We're chilling, because they'd have to use all 8 right here, so I won't have to even waste anything, because Kid has 6k. So see what transpires here. Luckily we have a max, so if they do that, I can drop the kid down and then scoop out whatever like little blocker they may have. All right, they don't have it. Sick. So what do they have for 6? Like a couple little blockers maybe. But I can block anything they do right here, so we're kind of chilling. And then I can, I guess, go for it. At least try to knock everything out of their hand. Because we have Zoro. I guess they're thonking. Thonking it over. So if they only attack this, I have this. So if they only attack 7, we're chill. Alright, they're attacking 8. So that leaves me with 5. I feel like that either have 2 little blockers, like this guy, or they have like a 2 and a 3. So I'll do that, and then we'll do this, and do this and this. So use both Sanjis there. We only have 2 in the whole deck, and we get both of them. That's kind of wild. So yeah, the Rosinante and the Monet. All right, so how do we want to go about this then? Because I could drop Zoro.
and then go out of 3, scoop that out, and then I think that's the play. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, about like that. Bring in Beppo. That gives us 4, and we'll just tee off on them. Okay, and they don't have anything. All right, cool. Yeah, they would have got another 1K, and then 1 here. Pretty much I was going to swing like 5. I was going to wear them down till the end and make sure we can KO. But they would have had to, well, to block that, block the other ones. So, yeah, we were good though with 5 swinging. They only have 4. They would have had only 4, so it wouldn't have really mattered either way. So, yeah, there we go. Beating up on the Fortress Yamato, which I feel like, I don't know. There's a couple different ways. I could have made the play to protect that. I guess if you know, then they can't. If depending on the turn order, if you suspect them of having being like Fortress, you can play around keeping it the 4, because then they can't use their leader ability to put any dodge on Kid, and then it pretty much just makes Kid. Then they can't drop Kid on the 8. They would have had to go for. I mean, there's not a whole lot of other options with Yamato, depending on what they run. Again, it's a very one-dimensional deck. It's the same old of just like if you get the block, like if you get a blocker out like each turn, you're gonna beat them like pretty easily. And it's just a problem if you don't. That's when you run into issues if you don't get the blocker out or get the 2Ks to counter out of attack. But yeah, some more games. Want to grind with Law in this build a little bit more. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.